Today, I would like to obtain the 3000 Elemental Mastery Kazuha. I'm just going to figure out how to get the flat 3000. And so before going for the 3000, I'm going to need to do a couple of tests. First test is to see if, Sucrose has that passive ability that allows her to give 20% of her elemental mastery to the team. So the test is to find out if it's her current elemental mastery that she buffs to the team, or if it's her base elemental mastery. So if I have 920 elemental mastery and I want to find out what 20% of that is, I do 920 times 0.2, right? So that's 184. So I think she'll give 184 to Kazuha. Kazuha has 1051. So after her thingy procs, his EM should be 1235. So we're going to see if that is correct. 1235. Okay. So we've got that covered. How long does that last? It lasts for 8 seconds. So I'm just going to sit here until it goes away. And I think it's what this little sword down here, I think that means that I'm getting the buff. Yep, so the buff should be gone now. Yep, and so we're back to normal. So now I'm going to increase Sucrose's elemental mastery by doing this. Boom. Okay, so now her EM is 1120. So now she should be giving 224. So he should end up at 1475, hopefully. Let's see what happens. Whoops. There we go. 1475. Okay, so she picks up, like, whatever buff she picks up, she ends up taking her current EM stat and buffing everybody else. So now that I know that Sucrose will increase based on the buffs that she currently has, I have to test the domain itself. Leyline disorder. All party members' elemental mastery is increased based on 10% of the entire party's combined elemental mastery, and that refreshes every 20 seconds after recalculation. When Sucrose hits an enemy with her skill or burst, the entire party's EM will be increased. When the recalculation happens, it should be like an even bigger EM increase than it is currently. 20 seconds passed yet? Why isn't the buff like recalculating or whatever? Like that should go up at the 20-second mark, and it's not going up. Over a minute has passed and nothing is changing. So we did get the increase here, but it wasn't by very much. It was only by 24. So we got an extra 24 from all of that. It's just so weird because it's going to refresh that buff at the recalculation. It's going to recalculate it, right? So if all of the buffs are going, everybody's EM is higher, and therefore the buff should be even bigger. I'm doing something wrong somewhere, or I'm like misunderstanding something somewhere. I guess that if the entire party's elemental mastery is what determines the buff, I want everybody to be on full EM. Because all that matters is that they have high EM. Dude, we're going to get this figured out. The 100 EM substat. Switch. Alright, and then the rest of them have to be gilded. So before domain buff, before any buffs, it's 1156 EM. So when he triggers a swirl reaction, we'll get 100 from this, and we'll get 200 from this. So Kazuha is going to buff himself 300. Nikita is going to buff 250 plus 40, so 290. Then Diona's got Elegy. When this procs, everybody's going to get 100. And then I also get 200 from this. She's giving 300. She's going to give X amount we don't know yet. This is 120 guaranteed. And then whatever her EM ends up at, she'll be the last thing I do before switching to Kazuha. This 200 buff needs to happen before Sucrose. This can go first, because that's just during the duration of this. And the duration of this is 15 seconds. I do get the duration extension because I have C1. So no matter what, I get that. The duration extension will be 6 seconds. So we're going to have that for 21 seconds. I just do her thing and then forget about her. So I do her first, and then I go to Diona, proc this. I have to know that I've procced this, cast her burst, which goes for only 12 seconds. And then this buff lasts for 12 seconds. So it's going to go Nikita, Diona, Kazuha, and then I'm going to go Sucrose, and then I have to get back to Kazuha before any of these drop off. I have to get this 8-second buff, which should happen at the exact same time. So I have to have all the buffs on her so that her EM's super high, so that when I get this, Her EM is way higher, so I give as much as I possibly can back into Kazuha, and then hopefully we hit 3,000. Alright, so we have figured out our buffs. We figured out the rotation. We figured out the timing. And now it's time to do the thing that... $28.11. Yo, that might be... Yeah, I think yesterday my highest was $28.07. So $28.11 is still pretty good. And I'm just gonna see if the recalculation thing, like, does anything here. $28.11 is the highest we've gotten so far. Yeah, I don't know if this stacks. Yes, it does stack. So I guess the only way I could really get more is if I, like, got these to R5 and used 2 of them, and then Elegy R5. Other than that, I think I've got as much as I can pump out. God, I just want the 3,000. I just want to see that number. I might not be able to do it currently. Like, it might be a matter of having to like getting more EM out of this feather or this flower, but I mean, it's hard being me. I still think that there's like hidden meta in finding when that recalculation happens, to have everybody's EM as high as possible. Like, I think that, dude, I think there's like a way to do it. But I was also hoping for like the beautiful like 3,000 finisher, you know what I mean? Like, right now I'm leaving everybody with blue balls. I'm sorry for leaving you with blue balls. What's good content? Me failing to reach my goal or whatever? You call that good content? Come on, man. Thanks for being here. I love you so much. I'm gonna try to get that 3K EM, and I'm gonna post this all on YouTube, and it's gonna be fucking awesome. Like, comment, subscribe for your health.